Welcome to your new moon transmission for the new moon in Scorpio, happening at 28 degrees 11 minutes in the sign of Scorpio at 9:46 p.m. on November 19th. It'll be early in the morning for East Coasters or in the afternoon for Europeans on November 20th. This is a very big, auspicious, dark goddess unleashed full moon. I just got a transmission of that this morning in a dream that I'm here to transmit to you. So stay tuned for that. First, let's go through what is actually happening in the sky. I've talked about a lot of this in my previous videos because this energy is in play and it will be in play until early to mid-December. But right now, the energy of this new moon has a lot of composting, completing. I get this image of the dark goddess and how she's just dragging out the dead bodies, and Kali Ma, imagining Kali Ma, like all of the things that have died in your life, that have completed, that have gone away. She is ingesting them metaphorically and digesting them. And that's becoming the fertile soil for what you are to do next. Before we move into that Sagittarius where Mars is holding it down as a beacon of light, saying like, come this way. Mars doesn't get waterlogged. You know, he already went through his journey through Cancer and was waterlogged. And now he's in his fullness as the warrior, the divine masculine, ready to take action. Venus is sitting over in Scorpio. She's not a part of the energetics of this new moon or the grand water trine, but her presence in the dark goddess, her presence in going to the depths is supporting our own conscious awareness to do that. So we have like Venus and Mars holding it down, while inside of that is this completion of the completion, because we're at this 28, 29 degree points of so many of the planets in this water trine. And it's also opening us up to a level of the unconscious that normally we're completely blind to. And that's really what this transmission's all about. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. This is crazy. It's a lot of very big energy. My name is Kenlyn, and I love that you're here. I love to talk about astrology, archetypes, and weave it together so that we know how to live in the most aligned, easeful, graceful way. A lot of changes on the menu. And as I said in my transmission for Mercury retrograde, things still haven't landed. There's clarity, but then things are pivoting. So that's going to happen in the background. But we have the sun, the moon, and Mercury operating as one. That's called a stellium in Scorpio, holding down one of the points in this triangle. So imagine in your head this triangle of water. So Scorpio represents water. Then we have Jupiter retrograde in Cancer holding down another point. And then at the other point, we have Saturn retrograde and Neptune together retrograde in Pisces. And Neptune's at the 29 degree point. Also, Mercury's at the 29 degree point. And then we have the opposite of Scorpio, Taurus. And Uranus, the lord of upheaval, change, of the great awakener, is part of a kite formation. And he holds down the opposite of Scorpio. He holds down the Taurus part at 29 degrees. So that's the only earth in all of this water. And that's a completion point of everything that you've been through for the last 8 years. Like, who are you now? I had Uranus in my first house, which the first house is who you are in Earth, the Earth school that you are attending, the lessons that you have to have in Earth school. And he's making a pass back there. It's like a graduation. It's like, did you get the lesson? Is there anything else in this renovation of that part of your chart that you need to know? So just overall, if all of these degree points and signs don't make sense to you, because I know a lot of people follow me who don't know astrology and they're like, oh, I don't know the terms. But the point is not to know the terms. The point is to understand the zeitgeist, the energy that we're in right now. And so I'm going to do my best to explain that. And I'm also going to take you into this transmission, because the transmission was way more important than the actual astrology. I always think that we are astrology. So we are already feeling it. And when we hear it and it's named, then our conscious mind just aligns with it. And we let go of the things that maybe we would have held on to otherwise. We're in a very big letting go. So here we have in that triangle, we've got that Scorpio of Sun, Moon, and Mercury, and they're at the ending points of Scorpio. So this is dark goddess territory. This is the territory of Kali Ma, of Hecate, of that, the archetypal goddesses that take you into the darkness and cross you over, or take you into the darkness of yourself, to face yourself, to die to yourself, to be reborn into a new identity. I've been talking about this. This is not new, but this new moon then is seeding something new. And it's seeding it through the 29-degree point, meaning let's compost it, let's clear it, let's clean it out. So I want to share this dream that I was given. Let me see if there's anything else. Oh, Lord. Yeah, because that really, the astrology is the sacred container. Think of it that way. It's the structure for our consciousness. And the energy that's moving through this is the Adi Shakti energy. And if you don't know what that means, it's primal life force energy. It's the first force of all creation. It's the divine mother energy. It's the divine pulse, the feminine pulse of life. That Shakti is the life force energy. And we give it a feminine name because the feminine is pre-verbal, pre-masculine. It's not death. It's not the empty space. It's the creation space. And so here we are as creation, feeling the pulse of life. So I want to share a little bit about the dream, and that dream is the portal opening. So inside this dream, I'm in India, and imagine yourself right now, because this is how you're going to do this transmission. You're going to imagine yourself there. So we're in India, and we are at a Krishna temple, and Krishna is unconditional love. And I have no idea if this actually aligns with what would really happen, but in the multiverse space, we're at this Krishna temple, and there are devotees sitting opposite teachers. And then a space opens up, and I'm going to do this for you. So just imagine through your mind's eye, this space opens up in front of a teacher. And you go and you sit down in front of this teacher. And this teacher happens to look like a media personality. She has blonde hair, like bleached blonde hair. She has really precise eyebrows. She has an eyebrow pencil in her hand. She has fake eyelashes and makeup. And she hands you the eyebrow pencil and says, "Hey, do your eyebrows." And you grab the eye pencil and you think, okay. And then she gets up and she leaves. And in walks in a robed teacher, Jupiter. And Jupiter, the wise one, the guru, the teacher, sits down. And you realize you are in the front. You are sitting in front of your teacher. And you take that eyebrow pencil and you place it down, because we're not talking about makeup anymore. And this teacher gets up and he whispers something in your ear. And when he whispers that thing in your ear, your head goes back as in a sign of ecstasy, in a sign of openness, receiving, surrender. Because what he's saying in through your ear canal is traveling a sonic frequency down to your navel and awakening your Shakti, awakening your Kundalini, awakening the snake, the coiled snake awakens and uncoils in a 2.5 spiral as he comes out through your crown, bam, and in a Uranian burst light. And at that point, the Adi Shakti has been unleashed. You are now in the zone of the mother. You are in the zone of the divine feminine. You are not thinking. She is wiping away your thoughts. Your inner critic is dead. Your thoughts, your gossip, your pettiness, your meaningless conversations are dead. She is wiping it. She is moving you. She is breathing you. You are swirling as she awakens in you. Tears are rolling down your face. You are surrendering. You can feel your whole body doing the posture of surrender. You are allowing her to take you over, to dance with you. This is not conceptual. This is embodied Adi Shakti. Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo, Namo. I bow, you bow. The whole part of you bows. Just feel that, move to that Adi Shakti. Let her breathe you, let her do you. We're in the land in India where the Western mind had to leave. The makeup and the hair and the eyelashes are just the metaphor of what had to leave. That is the mask. That is the perception. That is not the reality. The reality is the movement of her through your life. And so you move with her. You move with her. You forget about all the rest. You forget about who's there. You forget about, is this appropriate? Is this weird? You forget about it. It doesn't matter. You're now in the land where her energy has been welcomed for thousands and thousands of years. And in fact, people do pujas all day. They sit around and chant all day just to invoke her, to be with her. They beg for her because they know that they're tapping into the stream of life force energy. She is the tidal wave. She is the tsunami. She is the earthquake. And she changes literally everything. So give it to her while you're feeling her, while you're moving with her. Give it to her. Give her everything that you've been through this year, everything that has died, every longing that has not been met, every disappointment, every fear you have had to face, every night of anxiety, waking up feeling like the next shoe is going to drop. Give it to her. Give it to her. Move with her. Move with her. Allow her to rock your freaking world. Allow her to compost everything that is not you. The you who you have become is because of all the letting go. Give her all of that. Let her compost it. And so imagining that all of the things are just like nectar to her. She's eating it. She's ingesting it. And she's turning it into fertilizer. And in that fertilizer, you plant the seeds. You plant the seeds. And you may not even know what those seeds are. We are in a grand water trine. The unconscious awareness is coming to the forefront. There's harmony here. There's movement here. There's flow here. There's emotions here. Let them flow. You know, it's okay. Cry. Let them happen. Life is swirling in you. And so come to a still place. And just allow all that swirling energy to do you on the inside. To really take that which you no longer need. And then listen to this quote as I was coming out of that dream. I had the hit to go look at a video that I had watched from Diary of a CEO. And I really couldn't find it. It was about a biologist who basically said that all his experiments in biology led nowhere. And that leading nowhere was everywhere. He saw beyond the veil. he said there's no experiment that we could ever do that will get you here, because all the experiments are basically inside of a construct of which the truth and reality lives outside. But I didn't find that video. I found another one. And this professor was saying basically the same thing, but it wasn't him that I found interesting. It was the comments. And one comment in particular, I'm going to read this exactly how it is, and I want you to take this in. My name is Diane, and I am blind. I have no eyes, just sockets. I have no light perception, yet I can see photos that my husband looks at. Sounds really loony, doesn't it? But I've also tried this with other people, and it still works. Your senses are made to help you. However, they can also stop you from seeing or perceiving reality. It's like having loud music on all your life, so you can't hear the birds. Yeah. We've missed her. We've missed Divine Mother, the Adi Shakti, the life force energy. If we knew her, we would beg for her. If we knew her, we would chant 8 hours a day. If we knew her, we would do pujas all day, invoking her and inviting her to come. Because once you have known her, you can't unknow her. She is the life force energy. And what happens when we know her is that our priorities get reordered. All the shit that we think we care about, we just stop caring about it. And we enter the current. It's like if you're on a raft and you just enter the current, and now you're in the flow. And here's the groundwater trine opening up this flow, opening up this conscious awareness of this more subtle life force pulse that we take for granted, that we don't even feel because the music is so loud that we can't hear the birds sing. Oh, I hope you enjoyed this new moon transmission. Do it as many times as possible. Make your ritual. I like new moon rituals to be private and inner and in the dark. So make your new moon ritual to open yourself to a very, very fertile place beyond your senses. And let's take all the positive energy that we have generated here and let's beam it out. Surround the globe with this beautiful light. May all beings benefit from the merits of our efforts.